Papa Brad. It's a strange night at the Wayback's Arcade. I'm covering the Stranger Things event at the Wayback's Arcade, the supermarket that was turned into an arcade. This place is gigantic. I can't wait. This is Papa Brad's Gaming. I'm in the Wayback's Arcade. They're unveiling a brand new pinball machine for the floor. This is at the Stranger Things event.
All right, guys, so the way this is going to work tonight, normally at a game, nobody's around, you know, you get to kind of just camp there. We ask for you to actually play your 3 balls that you get. If you get extra, that's fine, and move on so somebody else can enjoy. So we want to unveil to you Stranger Things at Wayback's Arcade.
Yeah! Awesome! All right, the unveiling of Stranger Things at the Wayback's Arcade. You saw it live on Papa Brad's Gaming. We have the first young gentleman to ever play the pinball. Look at that. What a beautiful machine. Better watch out. I heard there's a Demogorgon somewhere on this pinball. Here it comes.
Their first store track, so look what we're seeing. They will have a version with the delicious macaroons, as well as some games.
This is a real Dragon's Lair. Look at this beautiful machine. Wayback's Arcade, Stranger Things event. The second machine they unveiled.
Was wrapped with Wayback's Arcade as one of the first videos on this channel. Make sure you say hi to him tonight. We're going around filming, just giving some stuff on the update. Because again, if you haven't seen or heard yet, there are a lot of new games on the floor. So you can check those out tonight.
Oh, beyond stoked. Beyond stoked. That's exactly how I remember it. Exactly. Look at it. It's even got cinematronix. This is Papa Brad. I'm back at the Wayback's Arcade. Supermarket that has turned into an arcade. Wow, let's go check it out. Hey, how you doing?
Tag one up.
All right, what we got here? Stranger Things comics.
Stranger Things comics.
Wow, that's
Ninja
awesome.
Turtles, some Pokemon, and some macarons here from Mad Macaron.
Wow, look at they look like waffles.
Yeah, the waffles.
They look like
They
waffles.
taste like waffles.
That is
It's
awesome.
remarkable.
That is awesome. Can I get one of these Red Sonias too?
Oh, yeah,
I love Red
yeah,
Sonia.
snag
Thank
up,
you.
snag up.
Thank you. We got Red Sonia.
This is a Mad Macaron right
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah. My wife is crazy about these. She's gonna love these. Yeah. So this is awesome. I'm Papa Brad's Gaming. I'm a YouTuber.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I have a channel. I have a little bit over 1,000 subscribers.
Wow!
But I do arcade tours, and Waybacks is one of my most popular ones. So Jeremy,
So where are y'all from?
we're from Covington, Louisiana, but Jeremy sent me an invite and said, come check it out. You're doing a Stranger Things event, so I'm here to check it out.
Oh, these are like
That's awesome.
flavored.
Yeah.
These are
This is gonna be fun.
popcorn flavored.
Well, thank you. It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
And we're looking. You have an epic row of games here at Wayback's Arcade to choose from. Wow, they got a Berserk in its own cabinet. Look at that beautiful Berserk. Oh, I'm gonna still be playing that in a little bit. As seen on the iiRcade, you got Strikers 1945. Gorilla, rotary stick game with unique controls. Got a photo booth. Let's look at the other side. We got some beautiful Nintendo games. Donkey Kong Me, which is a great kind of interesting variant on Donkey Kong. Mario Brothers. Got a Play Choice 10.
A little tidbit about the new layout.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
now over 102 arcade cabinets in here.
Well, this is Evan. He's a co-owner of Wayback's Arcade. How many arcades do you have in here right now?
We have over 102 working arcades on the floor.
102 working arcades. I noticed Berserk got put into a cabinet. It looks beautiful. I noticed you got a Space Invaders.
Our managers are
Nice to meet you. I'm Papa Brad, YouTuber. Great to meet you. But I covered the grand opening, so a lot's changed since I came in here last time. A lot has changed since I came in here last time.
Well, it's changed in the last 12 hours.
I see the Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
Final fight. So when are you unveiling the Dragon's Lair?
Whenever Jeremy, my partner, gets
Okay.
back here, we'll,
Okay, I want to film that. Whenever you release that one, that's going to be on the channel for sure.
Actually, Dragon's Lair is out. It's our surprise pen, which is no surprise.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So we got Space Invaders. Final fight. Boy, they got the games. Choplifter. Root Beer Tapper. You got a Q-Bird. I'm gonna be hitting that one hard. Got a beautiful row. Still got the all-time great row with Sinistar, Bubbles, Joust, Robotron, Defender. And these are all certified classic arcades. We got a Gyrus on the other side. Time Pilot, Frogger, Jeff Rainwater, Mr. Do. It's his game. Still like Dig Dug better, but hey, Jeff, this is your game at the Wayback's Arcade. They got one. They got a Mr. Do. I don't think they have a Dig Dug either. Wow, look at the way they did the backdrop with the Space Invaders. Man, that is epic. These guys, they go for it. Look at that backdrop. Man, it pops. Okay, we're walking. Got some Dungeons and Dragons action going on here.
Yeah, no, so you roll. You roll that, you add the +2, you tell them you roll.
Our Stranger Things D&D.
Awesome.
So it's not just D&D, it's the Stranger Things.
Oh wow, Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons is going on here at the Wayback's Arcade. How cool is that? Thank you guys. Have a good game. Got a Super Pac-Man just chilling out in here. Got our classic Namco row, still the same great games. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Let me see if it's on speed mode. Yep, it's on speed mode. That's the way you play Miss Pac-Man. Got a Multicade. Shadow over Mysteria. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Oh. My Heart Be Still. Rampage World Tour. This is epic. Gorf. X-Men. Teenage Mutant Turtles. We got a scoreboard because leaderboards are important when you play classic arcade games. What is this? Look at it. Look at it. It's here. What? 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 Fully restored Dragon's Lair. On the floor at Wayback's Arcade. Oh, beautiful. Look at that cab. This is what a Dragon's Lair looks like. Look at the scoreboard. Wow, I'm gonna be hitting this hard in a bit. See what else is new at Waybacks. Just a run through. Ultra Pin. Oh man, we got a blacked out pinball. It's completely blacked out. We know that that's going to be something exciting. We got our rows of pins. Spider-Man, Terminator 3, Harley Davidson, Stargate. We got a Popeye, teed off, Back to the Future. Hey, we got a game show, Fire, Gold Ball. Wow, one of my favorite classic pinballs. Williams Firepower. Retro Arcade Music Man. Here's the first Firepower. He has a Firepower too. This is the original Firepower. You know I'm going to be playing that one. Another great game from Williams, Stellar Wars. This one's an ultra wide table. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Let's see what we got. Fighter row, you got a Street Fighter. Alpha 3. Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4. What? This is new. Killer Instinct. K2. In the arcade, that's new. Soul Calibur. Got Karate Champ. You got a real Double Dragon. I just played Double Dragon a ton on iiRcade. I'm going to play this and get a feel if the slowdown is accurate again. I have a feeling it is. Double Dragon 2, I have a video on Papa Brad's Gaming, me playing this with my grandson. Here's the arcade game. WWF WrestleFest. Got a Ghost and Goblins. Got a beautiful Primal Rage. Shout out to my friend Dragon Gamer. Look at that. How cool is that? Primal Rage at the Wayback's Arcade. Got a Neo Geo loaded up. Shock Troopers and Metal Slug in there. Baseball Stars. They might have one of those carts that has almost all the Neo Geo games. I'm not sure. I need to get the lowdown on that. Continuing just the preliminary walk through a Wayback's Arcade. Jubeat. This room even feels like it's even bigger. Sega Strike Fighter. Super Bikes.
5 minutes with our strange night at Wayback's
Off-Road
Arcade.
Challenge. Mario Kart, that's new. Jumbo Safari. Crazy Taxi. Look at the motorcycle games, they put them all together. Sega Hang-On, Super Hang-On, Radical Bikers, Double, Spy Hunter, Maximum Speed,
Thanks for being here.
Vapor TRX, Chase HQ2, Lucky and Wild. This is the game where you get to drive. You can drive and you can shoot. You got 2 guns. Wow, it's all different. They got the Taito row in this room now. Elevator Action, Jungle King, Frontline. This is new. You got a RoboCop. Got a multicade, probably with a ton of games. 2 multicades. Pandora's Box Arcade. A real NFL Blitz. Played that last time. Die Hard Arcade. Woo. Beautifully restored Centipede. You got a Tempest, looking good. A Gauntlet. Aliens. Gyrus. You got some gun games. Time Crisis 3. House of the Dead 2. House of the Dead. Area 51. Revolution X. Terminator 2. Confidential Mission. That is a big cab. I'm gonna play that one for sure. Airstrike. Got some air hockey going on. Got some basketball shooting games. Of course, we can't forget the Flaming Finger.
All right, this is Jeremy Shepard coming to you live from Wayback's Arcade. I'm one of the co-owners here along with my co-owner partner, Evan Paul. And so Brad has so generously come before. Glad to have him back at the
Thank
arcade.
you so much for inviting me. This is like my favorite arcade in Louisiana.
Well, we want to definitely show you guys all the things that have changed. Really, literally changed last night, many of them. I think we had 3 staff here till 6 a.m. working this morning. for our big Strange Night at Wayback's Arcade event to celebrate Stranger Things and the new pen you'll see in a minute, and some other games that are from the show that we wanted to get on the floor.
Awesome, cool. Let's take a walk.
Yeah. So, a couple of things that have changed. We had Berserk in kind of it was really a cab that was, I think like a casino poker machine that we had converted into.
Yeah, I
our
remember
Berserk.
that.
And now actually to have the full-size cab.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful cab.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones I noticed.
Yeah.
I saw the Berserk. As soon as I walked in, I said, they got a Berserk. You know, they got it in the right cab, and it's looking good.
And that's, things that we look at, that we know customers look at, and players look at, the presentation of the control panel, the bezel has to be right, the marquee has to be right. You will notice this is running off of LCD. Right now, we are at, I believe, 102 arcade games on the floor.
102
And so
machines. Wow.
That's just arcade games. That's not pins.
And really special, unique machines like the Starfighter. You're only going to find this at Waybacks. This is not something you're easily going to find. So they got a lot of really great, cool machines that tell a story.
For sure. But I just say that to say, you can imagine how hard it is, and every arcade owner deals with this.
Can't imagine.
To source parts for fixing our CRTs, which we do, and take care of that. But even things like flybacks right now are really hard to get. And so a lot of times if we're going to have a game, we have to do it this way until we can go along and retrofit it back to
I gotta say this, Jeremy, massive props. The first thing I did is I walked all the way around the arcade. And I didn't see any of those "this machine is broken" signs.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't believe it. How do you, keeping this many machines going?
Down right now.
Yeah, but keeping this many arcades and pinballs running is quite the feat, and you deserve massive props.
Thank you so much. We have a fantastic staff. They make that happen. Thanks to our customers, my partner was able to quit his job, come here full time at the arcade. He is very gifted at repair work and keeping these machines running. I'm more the modern guy, but he does a phenomenal job with all of these machines.
That's Evan, right?
That's Evan right there behind you.
Oh, there he is. There's Evan. There's Evan. This is the guy that keeps them all running.
Right.
Good.
Try.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I was telling Brad earlier, this actually, and every cab does have a story. So
Now tell us about the Space Invaders.
This came from a suburb right outside of New Orleans who used to be an operator. I just remember his first name is Chuck. And there was a warehouse full of games. This game was covered in dirt and dust and filth. And
this basically was a rescue.
Yeah, it was a rescue. And really came out beautiful.
Really, it's just the presentation, coming up to one of these machines like this and getting a chance to play it.
Yeah. Space Invaders classic, not my favorite, but again, there's somebody out there that when they walk in and they see this.
The first video game I ever played, Jeremy, was a Space Invaders in the customer service area of a Kmart. So that is retro. Kmart's no longer around. You don't see Space Invaders except here at Wayback's Arcade.
And
but this was a flashback. And,
hopefully that hits you in the feels.
Bringing these games back and just being able to see them and play them again is part of the magic of, coming to Wayback's Arcade or a great retro free play arcade like this one.
I don't know that Final Fight was here when you last came. I'm trying to think what was here when you last
Final
came.
Fight, I don't think it was here. Choplifter's new.
Choplifter? There was the guy who owned this passed away. And their family reached out to us because they knew, hey, there's a place that could be enjoyed. This is a great example of what recapping a monitor does do, because the monitor
that looks brand new.
On this is beautiful.
That is a CRT.
And,
that looks brand new.
That is a CRT. And so, very, very clear picture.
Very clear, very nice.
That's a good.
So basically,
job.
when you can rescue them, you rescue them.
We do. When we can.
We had the root beer tapper was here. The Cubert was here.
Yeah.
Just another super shout out. The ultimate row of Williams games.
Yep.
You got Sinistar Bubbles, Joust, Robotron, Defender.
Yeah.
You need to give me another reason to come back. So.
Yeah. So this is
How about Mr. Do? This is brand new. This wasn't here last time I was here.
Yeah, and so besides getting a Mr. Do, this is a game also that is in Stranger Things in some of those arcades.
Is it in Stranger Things?
Yeah, if you look at the beginning,
Cool,
they're
awesome.
playing Dragon's Lair. I think Mr. Do is on there as well. There's a few other games. And so this was something we were like, hey, we want to have that on the floor.
A friend of mine, this is one of his favorite games, and he always razzes me. He says, "Mr. Do is better than Dig Dug," and I have to argue with him, but you know, it's one of his favorites.
Yeah.
Frogger, Time Pilot, Gyrus. Now I noticed some arcades they left this big room and they went in the other room. That
Yeah.
was a surprise, and you got a lot of cool games in there too.
Yeah, I mean, we you know, it's
They're
funny
still
how,
here.
and just for other owners know this, and this is a little secret. Sometimes when you rearrange a room, people are like, "Oh, you got so many more games," and it can be the
I
same
know.
games.
It's
just in a
great though.
different
It's
order.
great. I love the way you organize your games. You know, they just go together. You got it figured out, like your Namco, Midway, Valley Row. Look at them all. It's like all the great classics you remember. Back row's the same, but wait, we're coming up on the big story. By the way, I do love your Gorf too. Every time I come, I have to play a couple good games of Gorf, because Gorf is a game I don't see too much in the wild.
For sure.
A lot of fun to play. But let's go to the big story. Here's the big story.
So I can give you a big story from this.
Okay. Where did you
this is-
find a Dragon's Lair cab?
So, a couple things about Dragon's Lair, and I know that those of you who watch Brad, you may already know this, but if you watch this video for the first time, so Dragon's Lair obviously was originally a Laserdisc game. If you can find a Dragon's Lair today that has a Laserdisc player in it, you're lucky if it has one, you're lucky if it works, and then if you actually have a Laserdisc for the game, many times that Laserdisc will have what's called Laserdisc rot,
Okay.
and it will actually lose the data. So our Dragon's Lair is incredibly modernized.
Okay.
We have a brand new scoreboard in here, so the cabinet is a brand new CNC cut cabinet. So
Wow.
the cabinet's new, all of the art is new. The inside, instead, and many people do this who have Dragon's Lair, instead of a Laserdisc player, you have what's called a Dexter system,
Okay.
which is a Laserdisc replacement system. It's a board on top of a Raspberry Pi 2.
Okay.
And it actually allows you to play Dragon's Lair 2, Space Ace, and a few things.
Okay.
But then the other thing that's kind of neat about this, we had a brand new cabinet. We didn't even have the original boards. You can actually put in replacement original, what would replace the original board, and it's kind of the same layout, but again, a multi-board. Ours is called an Arthur board.
Okay.
So you have an Arthur and a Dexter, brand new scoreboard, brand new speakers, everything. This game,
It plays like an exact replica.
yeah,
like,
but it is. I mean,
it seems
these
like
shots
it's
are
exact.
1/6
Like when I was
exact,
playing
yeah,
it, I mean,
yeah.
it is like dead on correct.
It is painfully hard as it always
It is
was.
painfully hard, yeah.
Unforgiving and all of that. So yeah.
Man, this is beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks so good. It's all been recreated.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
Wow.
I mean, every
Even the marquee,
Even-
the
even-
angled
even-
marquee.
yes, even the wiring harness inside. So I got to be the one to source all the parts for this.
Wow.
Probably about 5 or 6 different vendors.
Okay.
Wiring harnesses from Canada. Dexter board, you can find them online. Arthur board, you can find online. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He's out of Texas.
Okay.
But yeah, this actually does have a tube monitor in it.
Yeah, it is I saw that.
It's a PC tube CRT. Heat case, and
Well, it feels
it
really
does feel
authentic.
really good.
It looks like it has the look that only a tube system will give you.
Well, and what's kind of neat, just for your tech junkies out there, you know, your Laserdisc player actually had a BNC video out, and then that would go to a daughter board
Right.
on a card that would go to a regular kind of TV. Or there's different solutions people use, but we go BNC to VGA adapter to CRT,
Okay.
and came out really good.
That's the big news. So Dragon's Lair here at Waybacks. Now, of course, this is the big story too.
Yes. Brand new, right out of the box. Probably one of the last unboxed Stranger Things pins.
I've
in
never
the country.
played a pinball this new.
Yes.
It's like when I was looking at the play field, I was just like, this has got to be the newest machine I've ever touched.
Right, and you know, for your viewers and to just help people understand, like, so this
See if I can get you
pin,
in.
this
There,
pin
that's
was
good.
$7,500
$7,500.
plus shipping, so that took it over $8,000. And the only reason we're able to do that is because of the incredible support that we've had from the gaming community.
I will say this: if you
People
love pinball, look at this row of pinballs. They got a
Yes.
great row of pins here
Yes.
at Waybacks.
Yes. And so we also had recently a guy, his name is, he's called the Pinsmith out of Texas. He came and did a ton of work on our machines.
Okay.
He's going to start coming by 2 to 3 times a year.
Okay.
Our goal is to host IFPA tournaments.
Okay, have some
we
pinball
know-
tournaments here at Waybacks.
We know that people are very picky
Yeah.
about that. And so, you know, we've got to have the machines in top working order to make that happen. So, yeah, Spider-Man, for example, Doc Ock hadn't been working. We found out our Doc Ock was fine. It was another issue. You got it up and running. So,
But it is really great that all the pins here are on free play, and that is unusual. If you go to a lot of arcades, even free play arcades, every pin on here is on free play. Did you have teed off before? I don't remember teed off. Is this
Teed
new?
off, it replaced.
I know Firepower was not here. Do you have
Yes,
the 3 pins
Firepower-
I noticed were
Firepower is
new
new.
were Stranger Things, teed off, and I think Firepower.
This replaced Hook.
Oh yeah, I remember.
We
Hook.
had some
Okay.
issues with Hook, and we were kind of purchasing that as part of the deal.
Okay.
And so he actually came back and brought us teed off. Definitely,
That's awesome.
you know, it's your Caddyshack knockoff.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So it's a fun game.
We love the pinballs.
In this row, Primal Rage.
Oh yeah, let's
Of
go
course,
check
gotta
that
get
out. Primal Rage. Tell us a little bit about Primal Rage.
So Primal
Really
Rage.
cool looking cabinet.
Yes, and this is the original cab for Primal Rage.
It's amazing looking. I love the way it looks.
When it came to us, it was a deer hunter.
That was a deer hunter?
Yeah.
And you converted it all the way back
All
to
the
being
way
Primal
back.
Rage.
New art, new everything, different monitor.
It looks
It's
nice.
has the CRT in it.
Yeah, but look how big you made it. I mean,
Yeah.
look how big that screen is.
Yeah, it's massive, man.
Beautiful machine.
And people building.
Was
for-
Ghosts
for
and
us.
Goblins always here?
No,
That seems
that's
new too. I mean, you got like
last
game after game.
Yeah.
How you do? Like the whole floor is different almost. Ghosts and Goblins, one of the hardest games. Of course, they still got their awesome Double Dragons. Double Dragon 1 and 2 with the real boards. Killer Instinct,
Yes.
another new
I don't
game that
think
wasn't
was
here.
for the
Was not here for the opening.
Killer Instinct
K2.
Got all the fighting games.
All the classic Mortal Kombats 1 through 4. Wow.
Yeah.
Papa Brad's favorite fighter of all
It's
time.
Marvel, baby.
Yeah.
I'll bring you
Take you
to
for a ride.
some stories from here.
These two are beautiful.
Yeah, a little Capcom Big Blue, you know, a lady out of Forest Hill. A guy actually who was a friend of hers contacted us and, hey, there's about, 7 games sitting in a warehouse in Forest Hill. What will you give for them? We were able to cut a deal because there were 4 pool tables and an air hockey. Another friend bought those. We got, I think, 9 cabs out of that
Okay.
deal.
9 cabs.
This Big Blue is it is pristine on the inside. I have never seen an arcade game
Sorry.
as clean as this Big Blue.
Okay.
And so on the inside, fantastic.
I mean, this is like the all-time greatest fighting games. You got the row of all the midways. You got Killer Instinct 2. Then you got beautiful
There's-
row of
there's
Capcoms.
always room
Marvel,
for- we love
Marvel,
fighting games
Capcom
at
2.
Wayback.
Man, the Big Blue is so big. I mean, when you stand by it, stand by it. You're probably what, 6'2"?
Yeah.
How tall are you? 6'2", 6'1", And look how big this machine is. I mean, it's just huge.
I'd have thought the marquee would be down here, but it's all the way up there.
It's
And
insane.
You feel it in your back.
That's got to be a monster. How much does that thing weigh?
You know, it's like a lot of arcade cabinets. It's a lot of empty space.
Yeah.
But again,
It's a lot of wood. And is that a CRT in that one too?
yeah, CRT.
Wow.
You know, recapped. This one needs a little tweaking.
It looks
But,
good.
You know, it's also hard too when you got people playing all the time. It's like
Yeah.
you don't want to pull
them down.
That's
So you have everything
90%
running.
to
Yeah.
take it off the floor.
Okay.
Firepower is new to the floor. Came back.
Love this game. It's one of my favorites. Love this game for an old school game. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
You got the 3-ball lock on this one. It's challenging, but
Yeah,
it's
man.
when you get it done, it's really cool. You're
First
feeling a
game
reward.
that had voices in it.
This is the first game with voice or
First
speech.
pin. First pin that had
First
speech.
pin that had speech.
Yeah. So,
And of course, you have the great sounds that they used in Defender and Robotron,
Yeah, yeah.
straight off of this pinball.
yeah, absolutely.
Where they came from.
Yep. Well, let's come into here. A lot of stuff to see in here.
Now this room is completely changed. Like when I went in here, I was like, wow, everything is different in this room.
Just so you can know we are human, we do have the skee ball down at the moment.
Skee ball down, skee ball down.
We're working on it. I think I know how to fix it. I think.
Got people love playing the basketball, the shooting the hoops. 2 air hockey tables, foosball.
Yeah, so that's a new air hockey table.
Okay.
Came out of a town, not Oakdale.
So
but somewhere
are the
down
pucks still walking away?
there.
How many pucks do you go through in a year?
Pucks and controllers in the console room.
The confidential mission is back up. The first time I came, it was down, but that is a beautiful cap.
It is, man.
I mean, when you actually have it, you can't imagine how big this is till you're in this arcade. I mean, this is a massive, massive arcade machine.
It's our only environmental, but you know, sitting in an environmental is a lot of fun.
I know you had the Star Trek one last time I was here. Is that one being worked on?
That's
Brian?
a bad story. But we're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on
But
it.
you got confidential mission, which is
Yeah.
cool because that's a cool machine.
For sure.
T2, Revolution X. This one,
It may have been down when you came.
House of the Dead.
Brand new recapped monitor.
Yep.
Brand new. CRT
Recap, keep it running.
You know, keep it running.
You use it CRT so you can use the real light guns.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a legitimate light gun game. Then we got some arcades.
Did we have Juvie
That
when
was-
you were here?
No, you didn't have that. That's new.
So Juvie, it's a fantastic rhythm game. You play with your hands.
Okay.
And so this actually came from, I think it came from China to California to us.
Wow.
And actually something we're working on, there is a network in the US where you can actually use the cards and compete against other people.
Okay.
Hopefully that happens.
So you
this
basically
summer.
have to touch the buttons when they light up?
Yeah, when
That's
they
so
light
cool.
up.
That is pretty cool. I've never seen this machine.
Yeah, it's great. You can link them together. We'd love to get more of them. You know.
Oh yeah, so like a music-based game. That's awesome. Let's go through the row of arcades first. Let's hit these arcades up. You got, what's on the end here? Is that Gyrus? No, that's Gyrus, yeah.
Because last night we had anytime you move arcade games, you're rolling the dice sometimes.
Yeah, they don't like to be
For
moved.
something to go
Because they're all,
wrong.
yeah, you got a lot of
Gyrus, I'll tell your
lot
fans,
of parts.
what was sitting here and what would have been here today is Carnival.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You have a Carnival?
We have a Carnival that was working until about 3 a.m. this morning when
Like
it got
I said,
moved.
imagine how much work that every game in here is on working. You know, I mean, it's incredible. We got Aliens.
Yeah, this is a kit from China.
I need to play this one. Later I'm going to
it's
play this
just,
one for sure.
You know, it actually is
I
a
like the
multi.
glowing guns.
Yeah, it's a multi. So it actually has House of the Dead 3,
Okay.
Aliens, and a few other games.
Okay.
It's fun. You know, you basically buy the kit
Okay.
and put in a
This has
LCD.
those cool kind of guns that are like mounted though.
Yeah.
So I like those. Those are neat.
Well, that's because you can't really use a light gun with LCD.
Some multicades.
Yeah, we got to put the marquee lights in these. We just rushed to get them to the floor.
Okay.
A church sold these to us for $250.
Wow.
The monitors were dead in them. But we just, again, since it's a multi-cade,
Yeah.
we did slap some LCDs
Yeah,
in there.
that's fine. Just get them
Get them
running.
to the floor.
Got a RoboCop.
Yes.
Data East.
Recap monitor. This is in, Brad, you have to help me. What cabinet is it? Buck Rogers.
Okay, that's
This is
the
a Buck Rogers
cabinet.
cab.
Okay.
That our
Converted to
RoboCop
RoboCop. Okay.
We did not do that to a Buck Rogers cab.
Okay.
It came to us that way.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Got front line with the correct
Yeah,
controls.
moved our Taito back into here.
Jungle King.
And
Oh, look, elevator action looking good again. You got it back in its glory. Look at that,
Yeah,
looking nice.
for sure.
I play this all the time, a home version, but I love elevator action.
That's a great game.
Okay. Got some
Let's
stuff
see.
for the kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Injustice is brand new. This is like game after game. I can't believe how many games you've added.
it's a card game. Play, you get trading cards. Not really a regular fighter, but
Yeah,
just something we added.
yeah.
You know,
The people that go to like Dave and Buster's and stuff, they'll like that.
Yeah.
That's like what they're used to seeing. We got a row of racers,
yeah. So
super bikes.
since you came, I think we had super bikes when you.
Yeah, you did. Did you have Mario Kart?
No.
That's new, huh?
Yeah. Cruising.
Cruising. Look at that.
To us. Of course, Mario Kart.
That's the original Cruising, right? Mario Kart Arcade
Safari.
GP, Jumbo Safari.
Got Crazy Taxi.
I like the way I like the way you put all the motorcycle type handlebar games together.
Yeah.
Look at it, they're all got the. If you want to play something with handlebars, you still have your awesome Spy Hunter.
Maximum speed is probably new since you came.
Yeah, they didn't. This is new.
Our Super Chase HQ2
Okay.
has a recap monitor in it.
That's beautiful.
Was down for a while. That, of course, is running, and we'll talk about this a little more in a minute, the Taito Type X2 system. And so,
You need a supermarket-sized arcade to have these kind of games, these giant racing games. And you need the space to be able to have all these cool games in here. It's incredible.
this is a fun game. This is really good. So, this is
Okay, you
a
get the-
racer shooter.
You get to drive and shoot.
Yes.
Don't try this at home.
We actually, it's kind of a
Lucky and
knockoff
Wild.
of the buddy cop movies.
Okay.
You know, from that era. We
That's
bought
awesome.
this game, and this is another woe in the arcade community. The shipper put a forklift through the back,
Wow.
and so the monitor still needs to be dialed in a little bit, but it looks pretty good. You'll do some more work on that a little later this summer, but when we got it delivered to us, the monitor was completely unsecured and literally sitting in there trashed.
Wow.
It had been necked.
That's a shame. So you get games from all over though. You're always looking for games, I take it.
This is a Japanese version of Lucky and Wild. Still need to do some art package to some of it. But overall, pretty good. So this is part of a deal we got. Some
Okay.
friends, 3 cocktails. Evan got
It
this
is
back
fun. Who
up.
doesn't like Pac-Man? Pac-Man's a classic, huh?
Pac-Man.
You can never go wrong with Pac-Man.
That's right. Huh? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Papa Brad's
Papa
Gaming.
Brad's Gaming on YouTube.
Yeah,
How you doing?
check him out, man. So this is something
The
that-
Buick's cab, huh?
Yeah, and this is kind of unique among Buick's because this is a Buick's Versus.
Two-sided.
Two-sided.
Street Fighter 4. You got one of the most popular
Super
competitive
Street Fighter
fighters.
4 Ultra.
Look at that. It's cool.
And this was a learning curve for me. I'm more the PC guy, but our Taito Type X2 system could not run this game well.
Okay.
And so I actually had to go down the rabbit hole of what are all the upgrades that you can do to that PC
Wow.
to get it working. So
Wow.
it has max out RAM, the max video card it can
Picture
have.
from over here.
Everything was cleaned up.
Go ahead and play. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
play,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry about us. It's okay. Thank you. So Vuelic's cab. We got some on multiplayer
this
lay-in, huh?
Yes. This was here. I don't know if this was working when you came last.
Yeah, I don't think you had it all on. You were setting it up.
Yeah, I mean, we do leave off the machines until people are ready to play.
Right.
But we keep these running for display to kind of call them in here.
Can't imagine what your electric bills are. But I mean, you got a lot of machines, you know, so you can't, if you're not, no one's playing it, you know, don't run it. Where do you said there was a place you repair them. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, here we go. We got the scoop. This is where the magic really happens. This is the shop probably where they work on a lot of these machines to get them up and running.
So actually, this is on its way to us. We have a Simpsons
This is
bowling.
incredible. This building is so big. Look at this. It just keeps going. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Is that a Robotron in the back?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh boy, oh boy. One day. That would be a sweet.
Brand new artwork on our Smash TV.
Smash TV is a classic.
That should be up very soon.
That's going to eventually go in the Williams row.
It may not fit there.
Might not
but
fit there
will-
because it's a really big cab. But
but this cab was $25 and had
Wow.
been rained on and was disgusting and nasty.
so basically, you take what people think is junk and totally redo it. It's like a love of the craft and rebuilding these machines from the ground up.
Yeah, man, you gotta save that. We even have the. If this old game, I think, is we ordered. Of course, it takes a hair, but the Williams speaker grill and that'll.
That's awesome. So Smash TV coming soon.
Yep.
There's Phoenix. Was that on the floor before? I thought that was on the floor before. That was probably on at the grand opening. I remember that.
Yep.
What pinball is that back over there?
That's mine. That's my
Okay.
close encounters.
So you got two close encounters.
Yeah.
Ice cold beer.
Yeah, that's a digital ice cold beer.
Wow, that's cool. This one works too? You got two
Yeah.
close encounters.
Yeah.
Wow,
That one does work.
it's incredible.
Gotta go back to my house.
So like with all these arcades, do you still have arcades in your house now, or do you just keep them here? I would imagine like if I had an arcade like that was this awesome, I would just keep them all here. I mean,
Nah, brother.
do you have arcades in your house, or they're all here? You do? Yeah?
Yeah.
So what machines were worthy to make the cut to go home? Probably a pinball, I would imagine.
this is the pin that goes in my house. I have I think this is going to sound like a crime, but I have a multi-K dynamo cab that I did
Okay.
Adventure Time themed.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
I have a big box set up in it, so it
Yeah,
runs.
so stuff you can emulation, yeah.
It runs.
We all have that. We
gives
love
it
that.
a-
Like all of us that are into arcades,
I have a
gotta have
sit-down,
one of those.
cocktail that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. And actually, that's my Mario Brothers
Okay.
over there that needs some work.
You got a Sprint? That's an old one there, man.
Yeah.
Black and white.
This is a freebie. Haven't really gone through it yet
Yeah.
to know what all it needs.
Is that by Atari?
I
Don't know. Probably.
probably, maybe, yes. I don't know.
That's
much
cool.
about Sprint. I do know it is it's kind of a predecessor to Ivan Stewart's Off-Road. So you have that
Okay,
same
yeah,
top-down
Off-Road's a
view,
classic,
the
yeah.
black and white monitor.
Yeah, it's actually very organized. Like even back here, everything is so
Yeah.
nice and neat and organized.
We try.
Oh boy, I know. There's the piece of the Voyager.
Yeah, we passed her over there.
Okay. Popping music.
This guy, we're waiting on a chassis, but this is another fun rhythm game directly from
Okay.
Japan. Again,
I
not
didn't
one
even
you.
know there was a wall there.
Yeah, not one you got.
That's pretty well. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Thanks for showing me
Oh,
behind the
no
scenes.
problem,
This is
man.
cool. It's cool. So as big as you think it is, it's even bigger. They got a giant area where they work on games.
You gotta have it, man. Like,
Yeah.
Because You got to be able to pull a game off the floor.
Yeah, and that's the first thing you notice when you come in here. Everything's running. Everything's looking good.
Asterisk.
Unless you blew a breaker, because all those were running.
I will have to check on
All
that.
those were running a few minutes ago.
I will figure out what happened.
But I want to say thank you for the tour.
Oh man, Brad.
Huge fan.
No, huge fan of yours,
Let me
man.
get a picture of us together real quick. This is Papa Brad's Gaming. I'm at the Wayback Arcade. Jeremy, thank you for the
No,
tour.
man, thank you. Glad to have you.
I love
Keep
this
gaming.
place. I love this place. If you're ever in Louisiana, this is a must. This is a destination. Come check out Wayback Arcade.
Yeah, the largest video game arcade in the state of Louisiana.
I think for me, it's probably the best arcade in the South. I'm just going to say it. But yeah,
Well, that's
great
very
place.
kind.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
Come see us.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
tour.
Brad.